boy J D. Talk about this lowrider culture that we're involved in. This brother been out here in the Long Beach area, just this area, Lakewood, Long Beach, Bellflower, doing this thing for a number of years. We collaborated on a few things, but I've never sat down and had the conversation that I'm getting ready to have with him. So, introduce to you, Brother J D. Tell us a little bit about yourself before I get going.
Yeah, I'm J D from Phatboyz. Sometimes you'll see us as Phatboyz LBC because that's where it started from. You'll see the 562, which of course used to be 310, and before that it was 213. So Los Angeles County is really our county, so we cover a lot of different areas. But I'm into this lowrider thing. It's in my hobby right here.
That's right. So, one more quick question before we. So, what is Phatboyz?
Phatboyz is lowrider coverage, anything that has to do with lowriding. So our purpose is to promote lowriding, make it popular, and get all the memories that come with it. We have a lot of events, and we like to remember. That's why people take wedding pictures and photography. So we like to do the photography and the videos and just cover the scene, so you can go back or share with your friends who haven't been there.
Okay. When did you start the Phatboy coverage?
We started in 1999. Me and G from the Islanders. We were making the cards, we were doing the videos, and at the same time, me and Young Hogg started doing videos at the same time, and we were always at the same places. So basically I said, well, I'm going to cover all the print stuff, and then you'll do the video stuff. Let's check out this old clip.
My kids will kick your ass. Shit. My kids ain't no punks, nigga. They walk around with Stacey Adams. Holler when you hear me, though. Shit. With pagers on. This is Young Hogg keeping it real. Single parent. Take care of all 6 of my kids. Don't nobody get a check. 6 kids. 4 boys and 2 girls. And I take care of everything.
Okay. Rest in peace, Young Hogg, good brother. Love to do one of these, just on him. Okay, so 1999 was a crucial year for Phatboyz. When you started doing this, how did you get the word out exactly?
Back then, we used to print up flyers, if anybody remembers that back in the days before the digital world, hand out flyers, and then we used to have a catalog back in the day too, which basically we sent to across the United States.
I remember
these. A catalog company, so we had a lot of different lowrider products, the homies, the magazines, and we sold Young Hogg videos from there since he was doing the videos. And just anything, lowrider checks, anything that had to do with lowriders just to make our culture popular.
Okay. You have a lowrider?
Yes, I have currently have a 1968 Chevy Impala.
Okay.
People probably see my purple thing around sometime.
Yeah, I've seen it around a time or two. How long you been lowriding?
Since 99, that's when I first got a lowrider, hitting the switches and getting into the hydraulics.
So before 1999, what was your inspiration to even get involved with lowriders?
Well, I was a cheerleader back then, so I had to put baskets and, Kragers in my car and the true spokes. And I wouldn't consider myself a lowrider then. I was basically like low profile.
Okay. I don't know. You talking about true spokes, bro. You going back. You going back a ways. So in your lowrider, we talked about the purple car, the purple thing. You had any other lowriders?
Yeah, I started with a 62 Chevy Impala rag 62.
You like them rags, huh?
Yeah. Once you get in rag, it's nothing like it. It's like you're rolling around in a parade.
Okay. So 62. You had any others?
Went from a 62 out of 65 Impala.
Convertible?
That was a hard top.
Okay.
Got it from a homie, he didn't want it, so I just kept it. Eventually I just gave it away. I had a Regal, Buick Regal. You know, just to try to hop with a little bit for the music videos.
Yeah,
Then
I remember that car.
Then
Unless you had two G bodies. I remember you had one G body.
Yeah. Then I had the 58 rack, the blue one.
Seemed like I remember that. Whatever happened to your 58?
Sold it to a ball player out in IE. He's still rolling with it. That's what I like.
Okay. So we talked about your low riding. In your cars. Have you ever been involved with a club?
I've been with Seaside since 2000, so, and I'm not one to really change clubs. I thought about it, but it's not. A lot of clubs have a lot to offer. Everybody has their issues, and since I'm part of the bigger scene than that, I'm kind of bigger than a car club. So I always have somebody to hang out with.
Okay.
The lowrider's like a family. You always got the homies everywhere. So.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about Seaside. Who started it?
Well, we started to be Majestics back in the day, but then we decided just to go our own pathway. Majestics Long Beach, but we wanted to be our own club, so we started with about 12, 13 cars and rolled deep. Did a lot of shows, especially when Wheels magazine was out. If you remember that.
Michael.
Yeah, Mike, Charles Brothers. We had gone strong for like 3 or 4 years, and then eventually kind of just fell out, people moving out or selling cars and getting into other things.
Okay. One more question about the Seaside. So you say that, because that's kind of like the natural evolvement with a lot of the car clubs is they grow, they start, they grow to a point, and then they kind of disband and members go on to other clubs, or people just stop low riding. What happened to Seaside?
And our club is one club. I don't know anybody who ever went to another club. So
Cool.
either they got old, retired, moved out of state, or and there's like 4 of us still around. Some of them had those garage cars. They stay in there and pop out.
Yeah.
Once or twice a year.
Yeah, I know about that. I've been guilty of that myself sometimes.
Before I was there in the 90s, we had guys that used to hang out with the Seaside homies that went to other clubs like Just Dippin', Beach City, Forever Clownin'.
We talked about a 62. We talked about a G-body. We talked about a 58. We talked about the purple thing. Is it any other cars? Or let me ask you this. Have you built any other cars?
No, I haven't built any other cars of that.
Okay. How was that experience for you building the cars that you have built?
Besides being in paint jail, well, I didn't do too bad because the people that helped me build my cars, like Money Mike, rest in peace. Money Mike helped me do my 62 and my 58 rack.
Okay.
And Dennis, a couple other homies.
Okay.
So it was a process.
So
of course, Doc did my patterns back in the day when I had the 62.
right.
Rest in peace. All the good homies seem to be gone, even though we still got some good homies around.
Right. So when you were building those cars, how much of the work did you actually do, or did you just farm everything out?
Well, basically, I had the mindset what I wanted the car to be, and with the connection I had, I knew the exact people to do what I needed to do. So that was a great help. And being in the LA area, you have access to a lot of people do those things.
Right. So we talked about some nice cars. Have any of those cars ever been in any magazines? Have you been in any magazines?
Actuality, I was in a magazine in 97, but I didn't have a car then, but I was in a rap concert. I was rapping with Ice-T and Kid Frost back in the day at a lowrider show, so they happened to put my picture in there.
Okay.
But probably every lowrider magazine that I know of,
Okay.
Japan, domestic. Matter of fact, the last lowrider magazine in Japan, my car made the cover.
Okay, with the 58?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
The 562 Alliance got together to hook up car clubs and solo riders that, are active, wanted to go to shows, picnics, cruise nights. At the event, we let all the other clubs know about it and vice versa. So we have as much participation as, you could from different car clubs, solo riders, and different places in the city. So you had a choice of things to go to, whether you want to hang out at a certain place or do a show over a cruise or just a picnic, whether you wanted to pay and show your car to get trophies, it's whatever you needed to do. The multicolored logo, it stands for all color people and all color cars. Don't get it twisted. That's what that means. Originally it was started by me, G from the Islanders, Fernando from Forever Clowning, Isaac from Beach City, and Junior from the Everlasting Impressions. Junior, he's always done that Facebook page, and he keeps events, and things like that up to date, car show pictures. We probably promoted at least 500 to 1,000 events, in LA County. He covers some other areas too. I mainly do the LA County, but he'll have some OC and I events out there also. Connected Magazine contained pictures from the past events that either we would set up, we had something once a month, or other clubs would set up, and cover upcoming events. It would have upcoming events for the next 2 months. Your day cruises, night cruises, swap meets, and Pomona and Long Beach. Covered. Had different photographers working with the magazine. We do an event, once a month to keep the homies have something to do. We had a schedule for the upcoming events a couple months, ahead of time, how to plan for your club, for your meetings, get ready. You guys would already, know what's up for the coming months. Homies, Anthony from Homies Hydraulics, he started us off and got us started with the magazine originally, and eventually we had, more advertisers, Speedy, Kool-Aid, Magix, and other advertisers got together and helped the magazine to be cheap for the consumers. We would have gave them away free, but, we figured to charge them $1, they value it a lot more. A lot of people actually collect them, and there's a few people that have the whole collection from 2014 to 2018. We had funnies, comics, original lowrider word searches, crossword puzzles, Find 6 games, and the lowrider white pages where you can get pretty much everything you wanted for your car, the businesses and mechanics, painters, washers, detailers, all that and more.
So you disappeared on us for a while.
Yep, went up to Sacramento for about 3 years.
Okay, were you low riding up there or just living?
Yeah, I started to. It was so hot out there in Sacramento, and I was looking for the lowriders. I eventually found them because Majestics are up there, individuals, lay them low. They had some clubs out there, and they had certain hangouts. It's not like here we have 30 or 40 places to go to. They maybe had 3 or 4 that were definite, regular hangouts. But I eventually got it into the Sacramento lowriding culture for a little bit.
Okay. So these are some of your products.
Yeah, we usually have these for the different car clubs. We custom make things. We have also the foldable calendars also that are made sometimes.
Okay. You also do what's that?
Of course, the postcards, extra authentic postcards. Get whatever you need on it.
Okay. And you do one more thing. Actually, you do this. You didn't talk about that enough, but that's kind of self-explanatory. But tell us about these lowrider cards it's like baseball cards that I grew up with.
Yeah. So the Lowrider trading cards, we started this around 2000. You see some of the old school Young Hogg's car there, Gangsters car there, Speedies back in the day. We started a series again in 2014 when Alliance came out. So we did 2015, 2016, and after I came back, we're into 2022 now. And we just got a few more cars before we start in 2023.
Okay. So what's next for Phatboyz?
So, you know, since my friend Hogg passed away, I'm going to start doing more videos, you know, covering different car clubs, different events, and try to do things a little different than the status quo. So it's just like apples and oranges, you know, there'll be just another flavor out there.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely a fan and a supporter, no doubt. And anything that we can do to collaborate, to promote healthy, peaceful stuff, I know that you're part of that, but, you know, I'm putting it out there. I'm with it, you know. So you got our support, and look forward to collaborate with you in the future.
Yes, sir.
All right, check him out, Phatboyz. And this is GT. Holla at y'all out there on the boulevard. Peace.
Drive to the top of the dome up there, and I'ma speed down. Okay, y'all videotape that now. Y'all make sure this is real TV shit.
Hold up though while we call Channel 7 News.
Hey, y'all gonna take that, right? Right on the dome, jump over the police car and into the hot pit.
Okay, fine.
That'll work. All right.
Cox in the house. Oh, hey, just here to show off my little bag. You know, it's all the monster. It's a beautiful day out here in California. Beautiful.